Well, hello everybody. Gotta start a little sooner. Hello, I'm Madeline. I'm going to be streaming today about technology and like what it would do to build technology in today's society. So, like, what would an iPhone look like in today's society? Um, I have some idea of what I'm going to do, and it looks like I just closed out of one of my programs. So let me just fix that real quick. You're back. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Just kind of new to me. I haven't really done this. It's kind of plans didn't happen right away, so I had to switch gears to a different program slash device. So I'm kind of getting into the hang of this new process. So today I decided that I would like to kind of do a deep dive into the newest iPhone. I don't personally have one, so I thought, hey, what would it be like if I tried to learn a little bit more about what the iPhone was and like what the stigma around the current iPhone is? I think it's the iPhone 12 or 13. Kind of confused on that bit, but because it's this new technology, I kind of looked up some of the current ads or past ads around this project or around this iPhone and found this kind of like stigma about like this new technology, something new that was being brought to the table, like hasn't been brought in currently. So with that, I think I'll start kind of drawing. I picture this character kind of being kind of like low maintenance, but kind of like thinking that he's really like he's the shit or something along that line. So that's kind of how I'm going to draw him. I have this interesting pose. So starting off with this pose, it's kind of whoopsies. That's not how I wanted that. Kind of this slick back character. Not really too concerned about current events. Kind of silly, kind of whatever. So like he's kind of up, chilling, kind of resting his arm above his head. Um, Not really sure how far I'm going to go into this character. I'm kind of just sketching right now, see what kind of something I come up with. With sketching, it's kind of interesting to think about like how this character would actually like how this character would react when it comes to kind of his design or like his mentality of like how is he going to like sit here and chill while he's just everyday life, and he is a tech like he is an iPhone, so like what is this iPhone going to gonna kind of do while he's sitting here. I'm not the greatest of drawers, but I kind of appreciate what life would be like if I kind of explored drawing a lot more. This is kind of really rough sketch of what I really am interested in. So this character, kind of chill back, kind of lazing. I think I need to make the head bigger. So let's turn the opacity down on that and start a different layer. So I have reference images that I'm looking at currently, kind of needing to figure out how to do this all. So he kind of tilts his head a little this direction. Kind of being, his arm is kind of right in his way here. So like kind of I picture this character being kind of younger for his age, kind of. I mean, he is kind of new. He has the iPhone 12, that is. So he's kind of newer, kind of just getting into things. So like teenaged aged or something along that line. Kind of still learning the world, so he's still in high school kind of thing. So kind of how would a high schooler who's just kind of entered like this kind of more like teenage, like think he's just turned 18 or something along that line, so he's just welcomed into the world. So like how would he kind of fit in here? I'm kind of like getting a little bit of his body type here. He's kind of, I think he's more muscular. He's kind of in this stage of really getting into life. I don't know. Like world building, I think he's I think he's like newer. Like this is probably in the future, probably kind of a little bit techno. That's where I'm kind of seeing my character in this kind of stage. It's kind of introducing new kind of technology where current technology isn't fully there at this point. So like I kind of picture him with like more almost robotic abilities kind of thing, kind of like robotic legs or like techno like enhancements. He seems very enhanced in his ways. So I'm kind of just sketching out the body type right now based on a few images. I really don't know how far into this I'm gonna go. Like, I don't know how far I'll get into this image, but I'm kind of looking into like what this character would mean for in society, because he is kind of newer into this kind of world. So like what does he have to offer, kind of this new kind of lifestyle that I have kind of giving him. Oops. I normally don't talk while I'm a viewer or while I'm drawing, so this is kind of interesting to really get into. Just kind of, I'm not super great at this, so kind of give me some credit. Kind of rushing this more than I normally would if I was actually drawing something along this line. So with this character, just kind of doodling out his body shape right now. It's really hard to add like commentary to this point. It's kind of interesting to think about like where this character would go if he was just like out and about. Like, is this character super like talkative, or is he um, kind of a loner? Like how would he react in the world? And so like that kind of gives you like an idea of what I'm kind of going for. Sorry about that. So this is kind of what I was going for. Kind of probably put his head up a little bit more, but I think this is a fairly decent body type at this moment. I think he's like really chill right now, kind of holding back, uh, kind of probably really like tired or whatever. Um, think. Oh my god, I'm not used to this program, so this is kind of new. I tried to use a different program which wouldn't be affected by my hand as much, but it doesn't seem to be all of that functioning. Um, so I think this character probably goes out quite often. He seems like kind of this guy that uh, would hang out with like kind of the newer crowd, like the young generation, because he is a teenager, that is. So like this, I don't know. I don't know. What's your thoughts? Kind of just sketching right now, kind of getting this mentality of what this character is going to be. I think he's going to have like his, he's going to kind of be like really just kind of like not necessarily into everything, but like kind of out there and whatever. So like I don't know what to say. Um, uh, what's the word? Kind of like I had an idea, but now I've lost it. Um, I'm going to kind of start with his face since I'm coming up with a lack of what this character would be like right now. Um, I think he's very like not necessarily like super happy. He just kind of like meh in the moment. He doesn't really fully like appreciate what's happening right now. So kind of let's kind of clean up this area, this face area a little bit, so it doesn't look super sketchy. But that's kind of my style. So this kind of like let's add this on this piece so I can kind of see where his face should lie. He's kind of like looking down, kind of not really caring too much. He seems like this punk, almost like a tech, like that's what I'm basing him off of. Is like this techno punk kind of mentality. So kind of inky eyes, or like dead eyes almost. That's what I was thinking. Jeez. Sorry if I seem all like scatterbrained. I kind of feel that way right now. Um, Almost. But the iPhone 12 came out, and they had kind of had this like this really big deal with like they're having like three camera lenses on the back of the phone. So I'm gonna kind of give him like these like three kind of camera lenses on his face. Like he's using this as like a strap that's like holding kind of his face to get like this is what he's using to like capture images or something. I like that idea of kind of having this tied into what they look like. Um, he seems like a kind of like a creeper in a sense, where he probably doesn't like go out much, and when he does, he probably is a super big nerd when it comes to photography. Um, Not used to this pencil, by the way. It's kind of new. Um, Oopsies. I'll probably finish this up after this, but like this is what I'm. He's kind of like this interesting character that I'm creating here. Not super happy, but like kind of chill. Um, I see him with like a hat, so a brimmed hat. Oops, it's too much. If I seem a little nervous, it's because I am. I'm sorry. Um, so I should use a smaller pen size to get these details in. He's kind of interested in like life and whatever. So um, what else can I say about this guy? I don't know. This guy's kind of interesting because like the iPhone has this super huge stigma about, or iPhone users had this big stigma about like um, Android users. There was like I saw a post of someone saying like how dare all of you Samsung users betray the iPhone like this? Like how like you're not doing anything productive. Like it's so bad that like iPhones actually get like criticized for, or like Samsungs get criticized for what they're actually doing. And I'm like, I use an iPhone or I use a Samsung, and I think they're much better than iPhones because I find that iPhones are easily broken and not necessarily the best uh, device to go to. I mean, I'm working on an iPad, and I'm not a super huge fan. I use this for mostly drawing and stuff, but I don't really use it for anything other than that. I don't like how this is looking, but I'm just gonna sketch this out. So I figured that this character would have like this weird, almost like half jacket thing on with him. So kind of, geez, let's make this a little bit bigger. Kind of really getting into this punk now, like this new age of dressing. Like I looked up a bunch of like references to like Japanese style fashion, or like yeah, Japanese fashion, because they're kind of the quote unquote newer kind of technology. Hello, hi Tanya. I just saw you were in here. So that's what I was kind of inspired by, because they're like, if you look at their technology based on our technology, it seems kind of more advanced than us right now. So yeah, I was kind of going with this like jacket thing. Let's see if I can find what I was looking for. Yeah, there we go. So kind of this half, like, have you ever seen these? These are so weird. I don't know exactly what they're kind of like covering up a lot of facial features. It's just kind of like this neck, like a turtleneck, but it's like large, and it's kind of interesting. I would love to buy one, but like I don't think I could pull it off. And then like here's the zipper to this thing. So it's kind of weird rendition of this character. Kind of with this flowy jacket kind of thing. Yeah, I'm just kind of getting into it. It's not super great in comparison to my other works, but I am just trying to make this something quick and can only last an hour. I love Android a lot, Tanya. So I'm drawing like the latest iPad, or not iPad, iPhone, so like an iPhone 12 or something. Um, it's I saw a lot of kind of thing about new technology, kind of. So like this new way to bring the iPhone into the world, being it like new and whatever. So I'm kind of like drawing this character to be like this new kind of age of technology. So like maybe has robotic parts and stuff, and is completely different than how we see technology today. I figured this kind of world is in like probably a few years, probably like 20 or so years that this character exists. So he's kind of grown up a little bit. So he's like a teenage age, because the iPhone 12 is only like 12 years old and whatever. So he's kind of in this new state. Thinking about giving him this like crop top with like kind of high-waisted pants. So it's like I said, I'm not super great at this, but I'm having fun. I guess that's all that kind of really matters. So let's get rid of this line. I feel like if he's in this kind of position, I'm making him bald and I don't like it, but I don't really know what hairstyle to go for here. Thanks, Tanya. Um, I don't know what else to say. I did a lot of research, but there's like a not a crazy amount of like ideas between the two. Like how do you characterize something that is like a technology or something along that line? Um, Plus, I'm kind of almost done. I mean, it's not great. It's kind of really sketchy and not very fast. I really want to put more like effort into these, but I'm just too terrified to do it. Um, I'll probably have to go into a little bit more depth later on when I'm out of like class. But I thought this would be a good starter point. Um, I wanted to do this like ball cap look, but I don't know how to fully get this kind of. Ugh, not in this angle. Because I mean, I am almost done with my time for half an hour, and I'm just like not really talking a lot, just kind of rambling. But bob cut with silver hair, I like it. Yeah, let's Google what a bob cut looks like. Yes, phone. That is exactly what I want. Oh, I love that. Um, kind of like this is bad. I'm horrible. Oopsies. I'm not bad. I just kind of haven't done something along this line. I feel like I'm getting more pressured on because it's kind of like a time limit. The next evolution of an iPhone. I mean, have you seen the latest where it's turned into a flip phone, so you can actually have like the phone out? Like that was a Samsung, I believe. So like going kind of, I feel like we're going to regress instead of progress, and we're going to try to go to this new style of like we're going to be thanks. We're going to do like kind of like a going back to flip phones, like the old flip phones that you had that you couldn't do jack diddly squat on. Like, I mean, I couldn't. Um, but I feel like that would be super something that the internet like. I mean, we started off by going so small, and now we're going to go so like we're getting so big, and I think they're going to have to like they're wanting to add so many things, so they're going to have to go like fold it in half so you can actually like get all the things back into the place that you want it to go. I'm gonna add the hair later. I'm gonna add the hair afterwards. So kind of adding some interesting design pattern here onto this outfit. This eventually will become like a zipper for him. So like he's in this kind of newer style. I think he would have like baggy jeans or like a baggy pants. So something that like clips here. Um, Not super great, but I'll make this better. I mean, this is just sketching at the moment. I think next stream, now that I kind of have an idea of what I'm doing and how to set it up, because that was super stressful today, um, I'll get better at actually coming up with how I want this character to fully develop. Those look like garbage, but whatever. I only have a few minutes left for the stream. For being kind of like my first 30-minute session, I don't think this is too bad. Like I said, I'm going to continue this process later, and probably my longer stream, my streams later in the as I go along will probably be longer, and like maybe an hour-long stream. I have other classwork to do today, so. But yeah, I think that's him. That's him for now. I like him. I think he's good. So I'll probably sign off now since it's been like a half an hour. And I will show you guys all the end results later. Thank you, Tanya, for coming in and saying hello. So I will see you guys all later.